Hi everybody, I'm Ryan, and today we're going to talk about the Pauper metagame over the course of the last week. And as with all my metagames, this is technically a winner's metagame because Magic Online only posts top 32s of challenges, but that's okay. We deal with it. So let's look at the Pauper metagame. The Pauper metagame is sitting with Burn, to nobody's surprise, at the top at 13.4%. In second, Blue Terror at 11.3%. In third, through fifth, actually, is Grixis Affinity at 7.2, Elves at 7.2, and Boggles at 7.2. If you want to look at this for a little bit longer, please be sure to pause the video so you can. Let's talk about these decks, starting with Boggles. Oh, it's so slippery. Boggles is a enchantment deck. You play hexproof creatures that can't be targeted, and then you suit them up and make them super tall with enchantments. This notably has an insane matchup against aggressive decks because you can just like suit up a giant dude and then give it lifelink, which is disgusting. But it forces your opponent to either be faster than you or have edict effects. Edict effects are ridiculous against this deck. But if they don't have those things, it is certainly the deck that is answering the questions. And if your opponent doesn't have the answers, you just win.
What do you mean elves? Like the people in Santa's workshop that like make toys? Okay, but they're in the woods and they're taller. So they're just people? Like people that live in like hermits or something? No, they have pointed ears too. And they live forever. That sounds awful.
Elves is a newer deck we are seeing at the top. So what Elves is attempting to do is playing a bunch of elves and then using that crazy large amount of mana from these elves, casting cards that allow them to grab even more elves, and then some cards that pump up the elves, then playing a giant Nyxborn Hydra and kind of just winning the game.
You know, I really just think I have an affinity for these oatmeal cream pies. You know, it's so good. So good. What? The camera? What cam? Oh.
Grixis Affinity has slowly been falling out of the top decks. However, Grixis Affinity is still very good. It plays a ton of artifacts and then uses things where their cost is reduced by how many artifacts you have. So you can cast like very powerful spells for effectively free or very cheap. And they cast a bunch of other spells that get more powerful when you play a bunch of artifacts, like Galvanic Blast. The way this deck actually plays out is you end up drawing a crazy amount of cards and then are able to just sort of outcard your opponent, even if each individual card in your deck is not that powerful.
I didn't know you were there. Oh my god. Who left their snake here? Come on.
Blue Terror is a mono blue deck. It's sort of a tempo deck. Essentially what they're doing is they're attempting to cast a ton of instant sorceries, a lot of instant sorceries that mill themselves even, so they can cast a Tolarian Terror and a Cryptic Servant for very cheap and be able to apply very cheap but very large threats super early in the game and then protect them with counter magic. This is obviously very good alongside Delver of Secrets because you're playing so many instant sorceries and ways to set up flipping Delver. And it's just about attacking with super cheap creatures and tempoing out your opponent.
My wife hid all the lighters because I like playing with fire. I want to play with fire.
And then the reigning champion of Pauper, Burn, surviving some recent bannings. Basically, he's playing creatures that are incredibly aggressive that get pumped up when you have artifacts, and burn spells that are good by themselves but also get pumped up with artifacts, impulse effects, and they're just trying to like burn out and kill their opponent as fast as possible. There isn't much else to look at with Burn. It's just so good. But there you have the Pauper metagame. If you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Check me out on social medias. Links are above me and in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.